Good afternoon, and welcome to the next match of our Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky Randomizer Tournament. Today we have our match between Someone325 and the Gamer, so it should be an interesting match. I am Strife Sada, joined by Shadow Phoenix DX, one of the more experienced runners of PMD, several PMD games. How are you doing today, Shadow?
I'm doing good.
Good. Do you have any experience with the runners? Can inform us a little bit about any of them?
Unfortunately, I know nothing about either of them, sadly.
Okay, well that's more than fine. I certainly know that a lot of people have been practicing really hard for this tournament, even people who are new to these kinds of races. So we should be getting the runners off here quite shortly, and it'll be interesting to see how it goes.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of new runners for this tournament, which is really nice.
All right, and we're off. Let's see what kind of starters we get. What do you think we're hoping for here, Shadow?
I'm honest. Oh, I see Sceptile. I'm pretty sure the starters are pretty good in this. Yeah, looks like someone's going with Sceptile as the starter.
Yeah, and the Metagross partner is also pretty good. P2, Porygon 2, also a really good starter. That's one of the ones that's in A tier or S tier from most of the community tier lists that have been put out. I saw Vigoroth, which is also pretty good. But it looks like we have Sceptile P2 versus Pidgeot Metagross. Did you get much of a look at the moveset? Have any thoughts?
I missed it, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. I had a little bit of trouble seeing it. It looks like Sceptile has a nice fire move to use here, so that's good. Ooh, Gamer.
Oh, it looks like Gamer got rare fossils. That's really nice.
Yeah, that's good to see. I also saw a little interesting. I think he passed over a Swords Dance TM there. That might have been pretty useful.
Yeah, I think it's probably a bit slow because you have to set up every time, though.
That makes sense.
It's probably better they didn't get it.
Yeah, I know in the late game, if you're going to end up linking moves together anyway, having Swords Dance linked into a physical move can definitely be a powerful strategy. But yeah, you can certainly go without it if you think that you don't need it.
Looks like Gamer's gotten through Beach Cave. Pretty quickly, actually.
I always think that Ekans is vanilla when it shows up, but I forget that it's not.
Well, Drench Bluff is apparently Whimsical Vulpix, which is cool.
Looks like the Sceptile has Blaze Kick and Twister, so not too bad. Of course, on the Sceptile, I think you usually prefer special moves over physical moves, but good moves are good moves.
I think it's also rare fossils in Drench Bluff, if I'm correct. Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, there's 2 stacks of them for the Gamer there.
The runner should be finding quite a few of those, it looks like, throughout.
Yeah, the dungeon names are randomized from a set of 2 lists, so we've seen some pretty funny things in the tournament, mostly like pepperoni bluffs, pepperoni everything. Thought I saw Forewarn there on someone's screen. His P2 might have Forewarn, which would be really good.
Oh yeah, that's super helpful. If he does have it.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, Forewarn is an ability that you can have that simply gives your Pokemon basically increased evasion. So you can end up taking a lot less damage over the course of the run, and with a brutal run like this, getting a key evasion to help you get out of a tight spot can definitely save you. Ooh, Needle Arm on the Sceptile. That works pretty well.
Oh, Gamer's a slip seed. He could use that to cross the water in a pinch to get to stairs if he needs to.
I actually wasn't familiar with that trick, so that's pretty cool.
I'm not sure if he knows about it, but if he does, then he can use it at some point.
Yeah, that would definitely help, especially with none of the runners have mains and partners that are able to cross over water.
Oh, a quick death from Gamer. Thankfully, it's only on the first floor.
Yeah, it will be a little unfortunate if he ends up losing rare fossils because of that, but we'll have to check.
He did lose them. That sucks.
But he found an oranberry, which will also help a lot.
Oh, it's also worth noting that Pidgeot, I don't think can actually walk on water, which actually might be helpful for him, because if a Pokemon can walk on water, then they get slowed down a bunch when dashing, which can slow down the runner.
Little Gamer taking another early death in this dungeon.
Give me 1 second, by the way.
No problem.
Okay, should we get to go?
Cool.
Oh, apparently lanterns spawn in this dungeon. Shoutouts to Mozzarella Cheese.
Service fish.
Yeah, it looks like nothing particularly threatening has appeared so far in the first 2 dungeons. Nothing that stands out a ton.
Yeah, no, we've had a couple unfortunate deaths from Gamer, but none of them have slowed him down too much, especially with them being pretty early in dungeons. It can't be too bad.
Ooh, a link box for Gamer. That could come in handy later. If... Oh, he missed it. He must not know about them. The link boxes can be used to link multiple moves together, which could have helped in the later dungeons when you can't one-shot enemies as easily. But sadly, he didn't pick it up.
No, neither runner should have monster houses, I still think.
And Gamers through Bristle.
Spider-Man memes! Yeah, in the Crystal community, we call same Pokemon versus same Pokemon Spider-Man memes. So, Metagross me, Metagross. Friend, why do I have to kill you? Gamer getting pretty lucky with rare fossil spawns, though.
The layouts have been very annoying so far, it looks like. Lots of small rooms with lots of hallways. This first floor is taking Gamer quite a while to get through.
Yeah, it should give someone a bit of a chance to catch up.
Yeah, I know someone's pulled ahead, so
Yeah, there we go.
this race has been very close so far. Oh, a golden apple. That I think that increases the belly the Pokemon has to 150, which means that hunger should not be an issue at all, as long as he still has it.
Yeah, as long as he keeps that going through Apple Woods, he should be fine.
I think that's what golden apple does. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, it refills belly to max and then increases it by 50, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Another link box for the gamer if he's interested. Decides to pass it.
Oh, someone gets a link box. 2 of them actually. That's nice. Yeah, sorry, that's nice. Should help him a ton later on.
More people killing my buddy Weavile. Sad. Did you see on someone's stream a Shiftry sustained a burn? Was that from Blaze Kick or is that maybe a hint at the ability? I think it's
Shiftry got the burn?
Yeah, there was a Shiftry who got burned.
Oh, that would probably be Blaze Kick then. Yeah, for probably the 5th or 6th time this round, we see both runners on the same floor in the same dungeon. This has been very close.
Yeah, which is always exciting to see. Of course, they are still pretty early in the run, so we will have to see if either of them get walled on some of the harder dungeons later on.
Also, I think someone picked up goggle specs because he saw 2 sets of stairs there. So one of them was hidden stairs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that is something I was going to point out as well. I'm not sure if that was just either if he may have attacked the square by accident, but yeah, I believe he is wearing goggle specs.
Gamers moved on to... I forget which dungeon this is.
Waterfall Cave? No, last one was Waterfall Cave.
No, this is Apple Woods, yeah.
Apple Woods, that's right. Apple Woods. So gamers on the big 12th floor dungeon, which is one of the big first hard breaking points in the ROM, in my opinion. 12th floor dungeon, you can end up having TP problems, you can end up having hunger problems, you can end up just having damage and health output problems, which we'll definitely have to watch out to see if Gamer has any of those difficulties.
Also, these Applewoods layouts are an example of a dungeon that would be very annoying if you had a water walking Pokemon, because you would get stopped for every tile with water, and it would be a lot slower.
Of course, there are advantages to it as well, though. You can end up getting access to rooms faster by walking over water, avoiding fights by walking over water.
Yeah, it's a bit of a double-edged sword, per se. Kind of runner preference. Also, someone has also moved on to Applewoods.
Yeah, it looks like at this point 4 floors separate our runners. Oh, someone's trying to manipulate the Porygon to get the rare fossils on the island in the middle there. Oh, and he's successful. Way to go. I have not seen that tactic used, actually.
But yeah, that's a cool strat. Yeah. Never seen something like that until now.
Yeah, that's quite a big brain play, in my opinion. That'll get him 2 stacks of rare fossils.
Oh,
That's
and Gamer
cool.
getting taking a death there.
Oh no, by the Jinx. Oh, Jinx was Psycho Cut. Yeah, that hurts.
Yes, the stab boost in or the same type of attack bonus in this game is quite a lot. Makes a big difference. I forget the exact numbers, but it's worth a lot.
Yeah, it definitely makes quite a difference. And Psycho Boost already being a pretty powerful move in the first place.
For sure. Oh, unlucky for Gamer, the stairs were between behind the water.
Oh, yeah, that'll cost him a bit of time.
Thankfully not too long.
Yeah, not too bad. And someone found a wide slash TM. Wide slash being a move that's not in vanilla game. It's pretty powerful here. It can hit the 3 tiles in front of you on the diagonals and right in front of you. So you can end up killing a couple different mons at the same time if you get stuck in a tough situation in a room.
Yeah, and to clarify, it's not a main series. It is in the vanilla game, vanilla PMD game.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, as that it doesn't. I believe that wide slash doesn't have a typing in this game. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, it's typeless by default.
Yeah, that makes sense. I also did not see someone go for Ginseng strats, where he is able to boost the power of his needle arm, so he's really committing to using that as a damaging move. Of course, not a bad decision. Also, nice to have to get a little bit of an upgraded boost in power to that move.
Yeah, Ginsengs aren't the most useful in this game. They don't actually boost moves by a lot, but it's certainly better than nothing. I think it's an extra 1 or 2 hit points worth of damage at this level.
Yeah, it kind of depends on if you want to just to take the time to go into your bag and use it, really. Someone, I assume, is noticed the layout of that floor and decided he didn't want to deal with it. Just pulls out a luminous orb.
Also, someone has moved on to Craggy Coast and has a Lionune as the companion.
Yeah, so this is the point in the vanilla game when you typically
Oh,
have
another
a
death
join.
for Gamer. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that'll separate the runners by an entire dungeon, which can be a big deal. Someone also, it looks like, is playing pretty cautiously. He's using a lot of rare fossils. At this point, he's even using A plus B strats, just waiting for some health to regenerate. So, definitely
Gamer took another death.
Smart, playing pretty safe here. Oh, and someone going for the spa strats in the Hidden Bazaar.
Ooh. It is only 2F, but it can only help, for sure. Just in case.
Yeah, so for anyone who's not aware, this character in the Hidden Bazaar will restore all of your HP, PP, bully, and everything to full at the cost of, I believe it's 100?
Yeah, 100. Yeah.
I mean, the bigger cost is the time. That animation takes quite a while.
Yeah, it's up to the runner to decide whether it's worth it for them at that point. Pretty much. It is a pretty long animation.
Someone picking up a Reviser seed.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
It happens. There's a lot of troll items in this game that can spawn.
Yeah. I know I've seen some runners just like immediately eat that once they get it. Is there a detriment to keeping it in your bag?
The Reviser seed?
Yes.
Oh yes. If you consume it, it's just long cutscene and animation before you get kicked out of the dungeon, so you don't want it. Wouldn't have thought that myself actually, but you definitely don't want it in your bag.
Yeah, so at that point, some runners, once they pick up a Reviser seed, if they notice it, they'll just immediately go into their bag and just eat it just to make sure it's not there. Someone definitely not having any problems with taking out Mons. He's also still like playing pretty cautious, so it turns out very possibly he's going for the slow and steady wins the race strategy here.
Yeah, having Septile with the stab needle arm seems to be working out great for him so far.
Yeah, and he's been able to keep his rare fossil count nice and healthy, which we keep bringing up as a big point, but it really is one of the more important things in the run.
Yeah, I think rare fossils are almost certainly a top 3 item to have in a randomizer run. Like, for sure. They just one-hit kill everything.
Yeah, they one-hit kill everything, and then if you have 5 of them when you go into the final boss, it'll take him down with only 5 hits. Ooh, and the ferret has sweet scent.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely waste quite a bit of time. Watching that animation all the time. It's the problem with the Bidoof in vanilla. It has a lot of time-wasting moves that don't do anything.
This Pidgeot really does seem to be struggling for Gamer.
Yeah, it looks like Gamer's going out of his way for an Oran Berry here to make sure that he's at full health.
Oh, and consuming it immediately. Oran berries are nice to keep in the back pocket if you're in danger. I personally like to keep them for like kind of tough situations, like on the spot, but definitely nothing wrong with using it right then and there.
Yeah, it saves him from getting killed by a surprise attack when turning a corridor or something.
Ooh, and a
Oh, Gamer gets a golden seed. Gonna instantly use that on his Pidgeot.
Yeah, a lot of runners prefer to use it on their partner since you have more control over yourself than on your partner. But this Pidgeot is definitely struggling a lot more than the Metagross, so I understand the decision here.
Yeah, it looks like the Pidgeot had poor defenses, so getting the extra 5 levels should help quite a bit. Is someone on Craggy Coast or Mount Horn? I can't tell.
I'm not 100% certain. Oh, he's on level 13, so he's got to be in Horn. No. Alright, that's level, not floor. I'm not sure then.
Yeah, I suppose we'll see.
The Porygon's also giving someone a bit of trouble.
Oh, someone took a death, but he did have a revive, so he's good to go.
Someone has also had 1 or 2 points of trouble here with the Porygon 2 and its ability to walk over water. Sometimes if it waits for you while it goes, so it can go over water to catch up with you, that can put the ferret in bad positions because the Porygon 2 is waiting turns and then catching up to you, but the ferret can't do that. So it has disjointed his party once or twice. He's been able to keep it up with rare fossils and not have it be too big a deal, but it is an important thing to note.
It looks like the ferret also has Thrash, which almost never lands hits. It also hits the player, which doesn't help either. It has someone on critical health right now.
Still using those A plus B strats, make sure he's going into floors nice and healthy.
And it looks like someone is in Mount Horn, so he's a full dungeon ahead. Or a dungeon and a half, rather. And Gamer's entering Craggy Coast.
Using
apparently someone picked up a Space Globe. Space Globes are actually extremely overrated in this game. They do a lot less than their description would suggest. And there's a lot of items that would be better to use in a Space Globe. So it's unfortunately not very useful for him.
He did give it to the Porygon too. So what Space Globe does is it doubles the base power of all your moves. So depending on how good your moveset is, it can be, kind of varying returns. With it being on the P2, it not being like a speed item, but just like, a bigger damage output item. I mean, that is kind of what Porygon 2 struggles with. Just raw damage numbers at some points. So Space Globe definitely can help in that regard. Might prefer to have something else, but it's definitely not a bad idea.
It's better than nothing, but I suspect it won't help as much as he'd like it to, but it is there. And now someone has cleared Mount Horn and is entering Foggy Forest.
Yeah, so making quite a bit of a lead for himself now. Not to mention that Mount Horn is one of the biggest walls that you can face in this.
I'm surprised someone isn't linking moves, because it looks like he's now reached the point where his moves aren't one-shotting enemies by default.
Ooh, that Pineco was almost super threatening there.
But he does have the rare fossil, so it's not a huge deal by any means.
Yeah. This also, looking at this time, they're going lightning fast. Like, it's funny to see because of all the safety strats that we've seen someone do. He's only, what, 3 dungeons away from the end of the run?
Yeah, he's going through this dungeon pretty fast as well. And he does definitely have goggle specs, looking at that.
Yeah, he left a second set of goggle specs behind earlier, so I assumed he had them. That might be part of the reason why we're seeing someone playing this very, very safe. He can probably see his time and know this is a really, really good time so far.
For sure. It's also fortunate that hidden stairs are spawning in the first place. I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's a chance that they don't spawn at all in dungeons. I'm not too sure about that. In the vanilla game, there's certain dungeons where hidden stairs can spawn and others that they can't.
I'm not 100% certain about that, but it's very possible.
No, that is the case.
Oh, I know
Also,
for the vanilla game. I don't know about the randomizer.
Oh, okay. Also, it looks like Gamer's in a bit of a tricky spot right now. His Metagross is asleep.
Sleeping. Yeah, I think hidden stairs are a lot more common in the randomizer than they are in the vanilla game.
Yeah, they're not that common in vanilla game. It's only in a few dungeons. Also, Gamer is now at Mount Horn.
Definitely good to see if someone ends up having some trouble on the last couple of dungeons. We can see this gap close very easily.
Yeah, we tend to say that anything can happen in a regular PMD race. This is even more true in a randomizer race, where it can just be anyone's game.
Yeah, especially with like differences between the two parties, one really strong fire move can send someone packing, and Gamer might not necessarily have that problem without a fire resistance or without a fire weakness. And someone is entering Steamy Cave. So this is the last floor of the dungeon. It's broken up into two parts, or last dungeon in the game, in the run, sorry. Broken up into two parts, an 8-floor segment and a 7-floor segment, and then just Groudon as the final boss.
Yeah, someone's run has been remarkably clean so far. Not many issues.
Yeah,
I think it's only taken maybe 1 or 2 deaths so far.
Yeah, and he's had a good count of rare fossils. He hasn't really had any damage dealing problems. He's been playing it very safe, like you said, very, very clean.
For sure. There's a Gone Pebble there. That's a very comedic troll item that has no use in regular gameplay, sadly.
Nor does it really have any use here.
Yeah.
Someone finds a radar orb and chooses to use it immediately. Definitely a useful item. Interesting to note, though, that someone, part of the other reason he might be using all these safety strats is he's going very, very fast, but we also notice his Sceptile is still very behind on levels, especially compared to the Pidgeot who had that golden seed earlier in the race.
Yeah, also it looks like that Goggle Specs is saving him minutes, finding a lot of hidden stairs so far.
Definitely a part of
There's another one right there. Goggle Specs is definitely a big part of why this run has been so clean for someone so far.
Yeah, definitely. And that's the second part of Steamy Cave, so we are in the final stretch for someone.
Yeah, it looks like this race is likely to go to someone, but as we all know, there is still quite a bit to go. We will see.
Yeah, I mean, we've had races even today that got trolled on Groudon, and 2 dungeon leads can disappear if that happens.
Yeah, we're not done yet.
Yeah, the Groudon, of course, it will be randomized. I just call it Groudon because that's what it is in the base game.
Also, Gamer's now in Foggy Forest.
Definitely good to see.
Solid 2.5 dungeons behind right now.
Yeah. Neither runner having too many issues, though. I think it was just 1 or 2 deaths on Gamer that really separated this race out to where it is, plus all the time made up by Goggle Specs.
I think Gamer had 2 very costly deaths late in dungeons, which really set him back. Yeah, it looks like hidden stairs have been in every dungeon.
Yeah. Someone also just starts chucking fossils. He knows he has enough to make it to the end of the game at this point. He's only 2 floors away from it.
Yeah, when you're in final dungeon and PM the game, you just go all out with items. Nothing left to lose. So he can just keep throwing rare fossils until he makes it to the end.
Ooh, bit of a close call there. Someone has orange berries to help keep him healthy as well, which is good to see.
And someone has now basically made it to... Yeah, he's now made it to Groudon. Oh, it looks like he's linking all 4 moves on Porygon. 4 Groudon. That's a cool strat.
Yeah, not a bad strategy at all. I know there was an Alakazam earlier.
Oh, wow. And there it is.
And that's GG. Way to go, someone.
GG's to both runners.
Yeah, very good job for both of the runners.
That was a super cool final boss strat from someone to link all 4 moves like that.
Yeah, we saw very clean strats, very a lot of safety strats and a lot of little kind of big brain plays that we haven't really seen before in this race. So that was very well played from someone. And a time of 34:23 is really impressive.
Yeah, that's a great time. I want to specifically shout out the play he made to get the rare fossils trapped behind water. That was a super cool moment.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody do that yet either. So it was really good to see that kind of a strategy used. Looks like we are still working right now on getting someone into the call for an interview. But we'll keep watching Gamers run as well, see how far he's going to go through it.
Hello.
And
congrats.
we would like to congratulate and welcome our winner here, Someone325.
Thank you.
Yeah,
this is the fastest I've ever done one of these, so that was fun.
Yeah,
your run was super clean.
Super impressive, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just really happy that I picked good Pokemon for once. Learning I think it was Neolarm, that's really good for me.
Yeah, it looked like Goggle Specs. Finding the hidden stairs saved you something like 5 minutes throughout. It looked like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also saw you implement a couple strategies that we haven't really seen anyone do in the race so far, or in the tournament so far, with manipulating the Porygon to cross water and grab those 2 stacks of rare fossils, which really helped you. And then we actually haven't seen anybody carry a link box to Groudon and link all of their moves. That was super cool to see.
Yeah, usually I link them before the expedition. Yeah. Usually I linked them before the expedition, but I had extra boxes, and I didn't feel threatened by Pokemon, so I just kept them.
That makes a lot of sense.
Looks like Gamer's not continuing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we will see if we can go ahead and get him in here as well. Always a couple unfortunate deaths from the Gamer. But most of the deaths that you had someone were pretty early on in dungeons, and that worked out really well. Oh,
yeah, I didn't have any deaths without Reviver Seed, so that was nice.
What is this Pokemon that we're seeing on screen with huge power?
The Porygon 2.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Because I noticed it got random attack boosts, and I also didn't know in this game apparently huge power is randomly activates.
It had Flame Body as well, I just noticed.
Yeah, I thought I had seen something burned by you earlier, but I wasn't sure whether it was Blaze Kick or Flame Body on something.
Yeah, I think it was Blaze Kick. Oh, yeah, I came back here to double check my abilities, so I don't usually check them.
Funnily enough, I think Flame Body actually loses time throughout.
Yeah, probably. It doesn't do much damage.
Because you get the extra animations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it was a really clean race. Like we've said, you showed off a couple of strats that we haven't really seen anybody do. I think we also saw a lot of safety strats. I don't know if you were feeling like you were playing particularly safe, but it looked like, especially later in the ROM, like with waiting for healing up before some of the floors and using your rare fossils, that you were playing really safe, and it really came through for you.
Uh-huh. Usually I play around that stage.
Okay. Well,
Because like healing on stairs doesn't seem that slow.
Yeah, I mean, with how punishing these ROMs can be, I don't really think we can blame you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one Ivy sort of like one-shot me with Icy Wind and Gunk Shot. That was funny.
Yeah, speed down can be a pretty annoying combo in this game. You just get hit once, your speed drops, and then you get hit again and you die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and both your main and your partner were working out pretty well, which was good to see. I don't think we've seen Porygon 2 run in this tournament yet, and it's a really good Pokemon, so it's really good to see it.
Mm-hmm.
We're still working on getting Gamer in for an interview to discuss the rest of the race.
Yeah, I didn't find any like. Hello.
Oh, I didn't realize I was supposed to join. I thought I was gonna be full. Didn't realize it was an open channel.
No, you're good. I apologize for the confusion there. But welcome, Gamer, and very good job on the race. Commiserations for the results of it, but you played really well.
Thanks. I don't know why, but it wouldn't let me use my set items for some reason. So that's fun. I'll have to try and fix that later.
Did you have a hotkey not working or something?
No, my R key is working, but when I press L and R, it just doesn't do anything. I have no idea why, so that's fun.
That's really weird, huh?
Yeah, that can definitely cost a bit of time.
But yeah, you took the late deaths you took late dungeons are really unfortunate.
I was doing pretty well, and then I got to that one dungeon I died like 3 times. That dungeon was rough. The energy ball, I can't believe that Torchic one-shot me with Blaze Kick. I was so offended.
Yeah, and Pidgeot's definitely not the tankiest Pokemon around, so definitely understandable to have a couple issues with it, but overall it wasn't doing too bad.
Yeah, that Golden Seed seemed very helpful because it patched up the defenses a bit.
Golden Seeds are nice. Yeah, it was.
I never found one. Yeah, I went with the bulkier Pokemon that can't swim or fly, but it worked out for me.
Pidgeot, to my surprise, can't actually fly.
Oh, well.
Yeah, if it has a sprite walking on the ground, then it can't actually walk on water or fly. The game's kind of weird like that.
Meanwhile, Porygon 2 can fly for some reason.
Yeah, the hint is the sprite on the screen, what it's doing.
I figured that out after.
Yeah. Game is weird. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Well, at this point, we will go ahead and point out, so we have had a busy day on the PMD tournament. Looks like we've gotten most of our matches for the first round done, but someone, it looks like you will be going on to face off against the winner of Juicebox Commando and Horse. How do you feel about your upcoming matchup?
I don't know anyone in this tournament because I mostly play A Link to the Past, so I'm excited to play more of this game, I guess.
Okay, well, good to see. Yeah, and we definitely have some interesting matchups coming up for you. Gamer, again, commiserations, but you still have a good chance in the losers bracket, and we all look forward to seeing you race because, like I said, I think that this was a wild seed, and you played it very well.
Thank you. I try my best, I guess.
Yeah, well, any other comments on the race, guys?
Oh, what was the Groudon since I didn't get to see it?
It was Alakazam that I 3-shot with 2 fossils and 4 linked moves.
poor guy didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, really fast Groudon fight. But yeah, so make sure to follow both of the runners and stay tuned for more PMD action tomorrow. I believe. Let me see if I can pull up the schedule. I believe one of our races today, which would leave. Apologies.
Yeah, the final race today between Pixel and Blanc unfortunately isn't happening because unfortunately we had a forfeit from Pixel, so this will be the final PMD race for today.
Yeah, so this is the final PMD race for today. But tomorrow at 5:30, we have Inferno Bren versus Halkery. Both very good runners of the race of the game, so it'll be interesting to see them. And then tomorrow at 7 p.m. we have Yimo versus myself, and we have Horse versus Jukebox Commando, which would be the who the winner will go on to face someone in the next round tomorrow as well. So we have more loaded days tomorrow coming up. Trying to get through this tournament. Everyone's we're all very excited to show you the game and show you the races. And so with that, I have been Sharsada joining you with Shadow Phoenix on commentary, and we hope you